guys. Another October, another video of mostly zombies. So since zombie kinda implies all the context you need, let's just jump right in. Woo! First up we have the Taxim, which is a form of undead from Eastern Europe that just looks like an animated corpse.
Daring today, aren't we?
Funny enough, the drawing for this is actually what I was intending to use for the Krako from my last zombie video, but I thought this one was kinda lame, so I'm like, well, I'm sure I'll need a generic zombie eventually, and it ended up being this one. Which makes sense, because you know what they say, nothing's certain except death and Taxims. That was painful even for me. They were almost always focused on revenge and would only hurt their intended target, though they did sometimes attack cattle. I mean you no harm, humans. There's only one thing I desire. There are two things I desire. They spread plague and can be detected by their terrible smell. Begone, you nasties. Begone! Next up we have the Jerangkong. It was incredibly difficult to get any resources on this thing. It left me very frustrated. I actually found like 4 or 5 different sources, but pretty much all the sources were both written in Indonesian and pretty much impossible for me to get a hold of. Should've just played Fortnite. So this creature was from Indonesia, if you hadn't already guessed. It was a ghost in the form of a human skeleton, possibly covered in blood and dirt. And what's a zombie if not a very dense ghost? I think that's something I've said before. This ghost dummy thick. It makes a chattering sound like hard woods hitting together. Hey, do you hear maracas? Oh! It creates a small gap in the grave and then emerges in the form of smoke. So, slightly less dense in that particular moment, but desperate times, I suppose. It meant no harm, but it burned when touched. There are various origins to this creature, but most will say that it used to be an egg thief in life. And it will continue to steal eggs in the form of the Jerangkong. Yeah, trying to break old habits rarely goes over easy. I mean, it can leave your mind completely scrambled. Just really gotta crack down on it. But a well-executed plan can definitely— You stink! Yeah, well, you stink too. Wait, it was a joke. Put that down, put that down! It doesn't break the egg, but sucks the egg out through the shell's pores. So when I read this, I thought I was gonna have to do some weird research to try to figure out what that's supposed to mean, like it's some sort of cultural thing I don't get. But apparently eggshells do have pores? You learn something new every day. Can eggshells get acne? Is that a thing? Lastly, we have the Isithfuntela, which is from West Africa. They were witches who entered the body of those who've committed suicide. Hey, you mind if I just take this for a spin? Woohoo! The witch will cut out the corpse's tongue and drive a wooden peg into its skull to bind it. Oh gosh, burning headache. Ow. The witch can also control it separately from themselves, in case they'd rather not embody a mutilated corpse. The Isithfuntela lacks physical strength and can't really beat a healthy person in a fight, but it can hypnotize people and often shapeshift into bats or rats.
I'll bite your legs off!
It can also raise the dead, which turn to dust once the sun rises.
How hard could it be?
Approximately 10 hours later.
The Isithfuntela requires human blood to survive, so since it can't just fight people, it's got those weak punches. It hypnotizes people and then drives a wooden peg into their brain, killing them. And then it drains them of blood. In a shocking turn of events, it's the kind of vampire that has the wooden stake. What you gonna do now? Wolves hate these things, and if a pack of wolves runs across an Isithfuntela, they will rip them apart. I guess we know why witches like cats now. It can be killed through decapitation or by driving a stake into its heart. Oh no! The Isithfuntela is coming after me with a wooden stake. Good thing I've got my Uno reverse card directly through the chest. It's just a prank, bro. Just walk it off, walk it off. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And there we have 3 more zombie kind of vampire, mostly zombie-ish things. I just keep finding more of these things, but they're all really hidden, and none of them are really labeled as zombies. There's only a few very specific things labeled as zombies, so I'm kind of just looking for any kind of undead, and that's what I'm working with. But you know, it's fun. It's unique. It's something, and I certainly think it's a good spooky way to start the spooky season. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!